Hello and welcome to the Times of India. It is National Cancer Awareness Day today, and the Times of India applauds all those brave people who have been diagnosed with cancer and have been relentlessly fighting their battles against it. We bring to you the story of one such hero, Chhavi Mittal, who is a popular Indian TV actress, blogger, mother of two beautiful kids, an author, and a cancer survivor. A very warm welcome to you, Chhavi.
Thank you so much, Urvi.
So let me just dive into the questions. Uh, it's been you have been very vocal about your cancer journey, and you have been an inspiration to many women who are fighting against it. Would you like to tell us a bit more about your journey? Like, how were you diagnosed? Were you facing any health issues, or was it a regular checkup when you came to know that you had early stage cancer?
Actually, I was very blessed that it was neither of the two. I actually suffered a gym injury, which I went to get checked. And in the process, we discovered the cancer. And then we further investigated and did a biopsy to confirm whether it was cancer. And that's how I discovered that I had cancer. Otherwise, my cancer was a slow progressing variety, which was not giving me any symptoms. And if I had not had the injury, I would have probably not found out about it until it was too late.
Right. So, what was the first reaction? Like, how did things unravel after that?
So naturally, the first reaction was that there must be a mistake because, like I said, there were literally no symptoms, and I was living a very healthy, a very normal life. Uh, and against hope, I was hoping that there is a mistake, and suddenly, the doctor will tell me that, oh, we're really sorry, but this was not your report. Or I also kept feeling that there must be some other alternate therapy that I could try where I don't have to go in for surgery and I don't have to go in for the cancer treatment. Because we've all heard how cancer treatment itself has a lot of side effects. And it's not just about fighting the cancer, but it's also about, at least for me, it was about what kind of life am I going to be living after I'm cancer free. So those were the initial thoughts. I thought that probably I can go to some nutritionist who can give me a diet which is going to reverse the cancer. And we've heard miracle stories. Uh, I did explore those things also, but my doctor told me that I don't have too much time. I mean, my cancer is slow progressing, but that doesn't mean that I have a lot of time at hand. So I have to take a decision fast. And right now, I will be able to dodge chemo. But if the cancer progresses, then we'll have to do chemotherapy as well. So right now, we only need a surgery and radiotherapy. And it's sad that sometimes you have to choose between all bad options and you have to choose that, okay, I out of the three bad options, I will only have to go with two. And that was my best choice. So I went ahead and did the surgery, and I took radiotherapy, and all is well.
Good to hear that. Chavi, you also spoke about holistic wellness that you were looking for, like diet and fitness, or anything else apart from taking medication. So, did you also refer to any of those?
For the first 3 months when the treatment was going on, I did follow a very strict diet where a lot of things were not allowed and a lot of things were added to my diet. This was all to regulate the effects of radiotherapy and also to allow the body to heal as much as possible and give it a safe environment. So, for example, during radiotherapy, all kinds of red meats were avoided. I tried to make my diet cooling and avoided things which were heaty and things like a lot too much of garlic. And I added chia seeds to my diet and what do you call hemp seeds and things like that to my diet. Some of those things I'm still following and I've made it a part of my routine and everyday life. Some of them I've discontinued because they were very difficult to follow on a regular basis. Uh, Other than that, meditation is something which has become a part of my routine now. It helps me calm my mind, and I think with a strong mind, you can have a strong body. But if you want to have a strong body and you don't have a strong mind, it doesn't work. So, and when you fight with an illness like this, there are a lot of thoughts that come to the mind which you have to fight and you have to wait them off. For which I feel meditation helps me a lot. And yes, fitness has always been my priority. So I continue going to the gym and I continue trying to improve my skills in the gym. I started doing calisthenics and I try to improve my skills in the sense I try to improve my own body's strength by doing things which I was not able to do earlier. And I'm trying to learn a lot of new things.
Talking about meditation and mental health. So, it's often said that maybe stress is one of the reasons that causes cancer. So, it's not, I don't know how true it is, but if you would like to share your opinion on it, do you think this is one of the reasons?
Yes, stress causes a lot of different problems nowadays, which we cannot pinpoint because medical science doesn't prove it. But it's not just stress. I think it's also different kinds of thoughts that we get in our mind. That is the only explanation that you can have when out of two similar individuals who are the same age and the same lifestyle, one gets cancer and the other doesn't. I think thought process has a very important part to play in it. Do you suffer from a lot of guilt of doing something? I was also reading that 80% autoimmune diseases hit women, and women usually have a thought process where they feel that they have to take care of other people and they have to put their priorities on the side and they don't want to inconvenience people. Majority of women think like that because we've been brought up like that. So a lot has to do with the thought process, the guilt, feeling sorry for something that you've done, or feeling scared to hurt somebody, and restricting yourself from doing things that you love because of the fear of society or because of the fear of your near and dear ones. And of course, all of this causes stress. And nowadays, this is not just it. You have stress of kids, you have work stress, and work stress is really, really becoming too much for today's generation. And to add to that, I think social media also adds a lot to our stress nowadays because we see people happy and we feel that, oh, we only see their happy side and we feel, wow, if somebody else can be like that, why can't I? So yeah, I think that is the only explanation that I can think of.
Going back to your journey, the time when you were fighting cancer, what kept you strong, like kept you going at that point?
At that point, I listened to the doctor. The doctor said I am going to be absolutely fine, and once I heard that, there was nothing to be worried about. If the doctor is confident, because he's the expert, he's the one who's going to take me in the OT, he's the one who's going to operate on me, he's the one who's going to treat me. If he's 100% confident that I'm going to be fine, then why should I give him the negative vibes of worry and fear and uh, any kind of negative emotion? So, hence, I was very, very sure that I will be fine. And there is the part that I have to play in this recovery is to be strong and to do my physiotherapy, to take care of my diet and to be happy while I recover. So I told myself that I'm going to play my part well because the doctor is doing his 100%. So I should also do my 100% and make it go away as soon as I can.
So,
I think one
okay,
thing that really helped me stay
yeah.
positive is that I am not somebody who waits for something to be over before starting a journey. For example, I've heard a lot of people say that, oh, I'm going to start my weight loss journey after Diwali is over or after New Year's is over because the party season is starting. I don't do that. For me, it's today, it's now or never. So I will party in the Diwali season, I will eat the mithais, but that doesn't mean I will stop working out because, arey, mota to hona hi hai. It's not like that.
Mm.
So when I started my cancer recovery journey, it wasn't that, oh, let the treatment get over, let my surgery stitches heal, and then I will start living my life. I didn't look at it like that. I thought this is part of my life. I have to live my life today. So this is part of my life. I'm going to do it as I live and as I go by my daily routine. And hence I was back to work. I was back in the gym after 7, 8 days of my surgery. And that really made a lot of difference because I normalized things around me and that helped me become normal fast.
So, also, it wasn't your journey as an individual. Of course, your family must have been a huge support. So, what do you think are the things that a cancer survivors or someone who's fighting cancer, what are the things that their family and friends could do to support the person and in such a situation?
I think physically there is not too much that friends and family can do, but emotionally there is a lot. And a cancer patient needs a lot of emotional support because you may be strong one day, but there are days that you feel really low, and that there are days when you feel really down in the dumps, and at that point you need somebody to just hug you and tell you that everything's going to be okay, and help you come out of that phase also. And also in my case, I felt that I needed a lot of space. I needed, you know, rather than a lot of people crowding me, I needed a lot of space. I needed people to go away from me. I needed my own me time. And because I have been somebody who's always been a workaholic, I wanted to take a step back from work. And I'm a perfectionist by nature. So I wanted to take a step back from that. And I wanted to unlearn a lot of things that I've learned in life. I wanted to train myself to feel okay if things are not going according to what I planned. For example, if if my child is not eating the two rotis that I thought that he would eat for lunch, it is fine. Or if he's not eating properly, if he's not sleeping properly, if my daughter's joining a Kathak class instead of a Bharatnatyam class, or whatever, I trained myself to be okay with it. That nothing, like all hell is not going to break loose if things don't happen according to me. Like the edit is delayed, or the script is delayed, or the shoot is not happening on time. It's okay. And I think that is a big change that I brought about in my life. And it was not possible if my husband was not there to support me, because we work together. So he took a major part of my workload on his own shoulders, including his own workload. And also, he's always been a hands on father, but he took even my responsibilities as a parent to our children. He allowed me to rest when I wanted to rest. He allowed me to go out of Mumbai when I wanted to go. He allowed me to just leave office and be on my own when I wanted to, when I needed to. And those
Hmm.
little breaks, they really made a lot of difference. And I know that he took a lot of stress on himself because of these things, but it helped me just discover myself as a person once again, and really, really search within me, why would I get something like cancer when physically everything looks normal, you know?
So, Chavi, you have been, very vocal on your vlogs where you have shared your personal life and your journey. It's very inspiring. So, I wanted to ask how easy or difficult is it for you to open up to, so many people? Some of them would obviously not mean too well. So, how challenging is it for you, and what keeps you going?
There are some things which are difficult to share, but mostly I think as a human being, I'm a very open person, and my friends around me, my family, they know what I'm feeling by my face. They just look at me, and I'm so transparent that it's just all out there, and I don't know how to be diplomatic. I think it's the biggest negative quality that I have, that I don't know how to be diplomatic. If I feel something is not right, I just say it. I don't have the knack of putting it in better words, or putting it out there more politely. In fact, a lot of people feel that I'm very rude because I'm just so open and I'm so candid. So being candid comes easy to me. It's the opposite of that which I find is difficult. So if I have to tell somebody that, oh, I love my breasts, I can say I love my breasts. I don't have any shame in saying that. But if I have to tell somebody that you need to up your game, this is not done right, you need to do it better, this is exactly how I'll say it. You need to do it better. It's just how it. I just put it how it is.
Hmm. And you recently also opened up about being diagnosed with lupus, an autoimmune disease, and some other health issues as well. So, what are the diet and fitness things that you're following these days?
So lupus is incurable. There is no cure in allopathy for lupus. There is a lifelong drug which I've been prescribed, but there's no guarantee that the rash is going to go and the lupus is not going to, spread or become worse. And if it becomes worse, then there is a steroid treatment. Now, if I'm put on steroids, lifelong steroids, then that really degenerates my bone health, which is already something I'm struggling with. I have been diagnosed with spinal osteoporosis and osteopenia of the limbs. So that also happened because I took steroid treatment for something twice in my lifetime. So if a steroid treatment can make my health bone health so bad in just two treatments. I can't even imagine what it's going to do to the bone health in a lifelong
Hmm.
period of time. So, of course, that's not an option. So, I'm curing it with my mind. I know it sounds like really funny, but I really am. And I'm 100% positive that my lupus is going to be absolutely fine. I just know it. I'm going to give it a month, maximum 2 months, and I know it's going to disappear with just being calm and being stress free. I know that stress, so any autoimmune condition is
Hmm.
triggered by an underlying problem. It's always there, it was probably there in my body, but it's got triggered with something. So I
Hmm.
feel that it's got triggered with a certain medication that I took for my osteoporosis. But whatever it is, it's a trigger.
Hmm.
So right now it's bad, but as the medicine goes out of my system, it is going to become less. And in any case, medicines, allopathy, nobody is giving me a guarantee that you take this pill and it's going to never come back. So why
Hmm.
should I put more drugs into my system when already I feel that I'm overdrugged? And
True.
one drug is having some other side effect, then I'm treating that side effect with another drug, and then that is having another side effect. So it's like a chain reaction which is never ending. So
Yes.
I'm not stressed. I'm absolutely fine. And I think this is just a bad phase and it's passing. It's going to pass.
As you said, when you use allopathic medication, it might treat something, but it will give you another issues. And in Ayurveda, it's generally said that most of your health issues are either due to some triggers or through some imbalances in the body. So, are you looking at Ayurveda for your health issues? Are you
No,
taking
I'm
care?
not looking at Ayurveda at the moment. I'm trying homeopathy, and I have a
Hmm.
lot of faith in homeopathy because at least the doctor is confident that she will be able to cure it completely. And
Hmm.
I like that confidence, which I don't see in the dermats that I've seen who say that sorry, there's just no cure. You can try this.
Right. And lastly, Chavi, one last question. What is your message to cancer survivors?
I think the biggest message that I can give is that it is definitely a disease which you cannot control, but don't let that affect your everyday life. So, again, I just want to say that don't wait for everything to be over before you start living your life. Live your life today, make this a part of your life, and before you know it, it will be over. And if you need support, please take support. That's important.
Right. Thank you so much, Chavi.